Well, hey guys, I'm here at Walmart. A question I frequently get is regards to the necessity of double cleansing, where you take an oil cleanser or cleansing balm, use it to break up the film of cosmetic residue and or water-resistant sunscreen. No, it's not 100% necessary. In most cases, you're more than fine getting off like your sunscreen with just a regular cleanser. However, I find that it's just a lot more efficient for taking off water-resistant films and cosmetics, especially if you're going to go with these long wear type makeup products. For example, this claims to stay on your face for 30 hours. You definitely want to use, I would say, yeah, definitely go with the double cleanse there, because imagine if you leave some of that behind, it can contribute to irritation around the follicle as the makeup starts to break down, mixed with the sebum from your pores. That can be pretty aggravating and lead to breakouts. I think too often people focus on ingredients that they think might be comedogenic when it really boils down to formulation overall in terms of if something's going to aggravate your acne. You could have a perfect ingredient list, but you take something like a product that is intended to stay on the skin or made to stay on the skin for 30 hours, you can imagine that regardless of the ingredients, that could aggravate acne if not properly removed. So I overall really like the trend of makeup that duels as skincare. It certainly has its positives and negatives. When it comes to positives, if you're putting sunscreen in your makeup, it's a positive in that you're getting more sunscreen ingredients on your skin eventually. It's a negative though in that some people might just rely on their makeup, in which case you're going to have a lot of skip areas with inadequate protection. What is this Perfusion Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector? Hyaluronic acid SPF 15. Now, I always encourage everyone to use an SPF 30 or higher sunscreen because we know just by the nature of how people apply things, they tend to apply sunscreen in too thin of a film to really achieve the stated SPF. So SPF 15 often will wind up being something more like an SPF 4, simply inadequate. That being said, the studies showing benefit often use SPF 15. When in doubt, go higher, but all that to say, what exactly is in these? They have a relatively decent array of shades. It's a chemical filter, so not broad spectrum, but again, if you're putting this over a base layer of sunscreen, you're just getting more sunscreen on your skin at the end of the day, so that's a good thing. Plus, this is going to be tinted, so it'll have iron oxides in it, which may offer some protection against visible light, and the hyaluronic acid can help with moisture retention in the skin, helping the skin to stay hydrated, smooth, and that ultimately can improve the look of fine lines temporarily. $7, cruelty-free and vegan. This SPF 30 makeup primer from Milani looks promising too. It's a chemical sunscreen. It shouldn't leave a cast. It's a chemical sunscreen, but it has silicones in it which help blur pores, smooth the skin surface, and make for a nice base for makeup. In contrast to that tinted Feel Good Skin Perfusion, this is a broad spectrum sunscreen. So if you put this all over to all surfaces of your face, then yeah, this probably would be enough for your daily sunscreen. But if you're only putting it like in your central face where you're going to be putting makeup, then it's not going to be enough. $11.97. Update, I think the last time I did a Walmart Shop With Me video, I was eyeing these. Tried them out, super drying. Comment below on if you ever tried one of these. If you have very, very oily skin, you might adore these. For me, it was like putting chalk on my face. I could not tolerate it. I'm someone who hates touching chalk, so yeah, this was a no-go for me. But this product that is absent-mindedly here, the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, I love this. It gives a nice glittery glow to the skin, and it's a nice way to incorporate iron oxides as a daily facial moisturizer. I just wish it had sunscreen in it because this is a really nice product. If you are someone who wants to back away from like wearing foundation, this is a great product to use like if you're going out at night and you don't feel like wearing like makeup. This is really nice, and it's moisturizing. It gives the skin a nice healthy glow, and it's easy to remove at the end of the day. Looks like CoverGirl has some serum moisturizer primers with color correction in them. So green is going to be really good for those of you who have redness prone skin. If I can get this out, it's stuck behind America Ferrera Easy Breezy. Is that who that is? Looks like her. This one has the green tint. Oh, niacinamide is good for redness and acne-prone skin. It's also good for anti-aging purposes. 1.8%. A product like this that I personally have used and really like is the Procure Rosa Care. That product, in addition to niacinamide, also has licorice root. You know, YouTube has this new shop feature. There's like a little shopping bag in the corner. So I'll put the Rosa Care in that little shopping bag. If you click on it, you can read more about it. CoverGirl has a hydrating cream cleanser. And this has tangerine fruit extract and fragrance, all of which, you know, have the potential to be irritating, but otherwise not much I can say about that. The Color Correcting Serum Moisturizer Primer. This can just help even out skin tone. It likewise has niacinamide as well as ceramide, which is helpful for dry skin or irritated skin. Color Correcting Serum Moisturizer Primer for dullness. I think these all have the same ingredient call out, just kind of different color correction. Yeah. Then they have a few facial moisturizers. They all have fragrance in them, and they're probably going to differ slightly in consistency, would be my guess. So fragrance is just a common allergen in skincare products and can be irritating for some people. I don't know, this seems kind of pricey. $14.98 for the 2 ounces. Looks like Dove came out with a line of moisturizers for men. I say that in air quotes because honestly these are just scented moisturizers that anyone could use. Although, again, as I point out in pretty much all of my videos, fragrance is a common allergen and irritant, so just be aware of that. They even here, the sensitive skin one, they claim hypoallergenic fragrance. That's kind of misleading because I guess they, you know, maybe included fewer, less, you know, maybe less overall fragrance. Yeah, there's not, hypoallergenic is largely a marketing term. It implies that there are fewer common allergens in the product, but it really is not right. You know, it's a marketing term, so you'll get a lot of variability in terms of what kind of thing you're getting, and you can become allergic to pretty much anything. But these seem like they don't even specify if this is for face or body. They just have like various names. I'm sure you could use them on the face and the body. Too bad they are all scented. I don't like fragrance in facial moisturizers because I find it tends to linger and give me a headache. But $6.48. Maybe at some point they'll come out with a fragrance-free one. Here they have the Body Love one that's free of fragrance with Restoring Ceramide Serum. I haven't seen this. Sunflower seed oil, emollient, glycerin, humectant. See, you could use this Dove Body Love 48 hour. It's not marketed for men, but it's a better, you know, it's less, if you truly have sensitive skin or eczema, which men can have, this would be a much better option for you just because it doesn't have a fragrance. Or if you're like me and you're sensitive to heavy scents and moisturizers, go with this one. You know, if like Dove's your thing, because this is a pretty good value. Man, Carrie is a brand that looks like lost its head there. Is a brand I haven't seen in a long time, but it's one they always have carried here at Walmart, and I used to use it years ago. It does have fragrance, but shea butter is really nice in moisturizers otherwise. The Queen Helene Cocoa Butter Face and Body Cream is, I like this. It does have fragrance, but for the legs it's kind of nice. L'Oreal Revitalift. I like this hyaluronic acid serum. It's really nice. I am a fan of hyaluronic acid serums and stuff. Do you need a hyaluronic acid serum? No. Hyaluronic acid is pretty common in moisturizers, but I do find that using a hyaluronic acid serum, I do find I get a little extra bang for my buck. Personally, I find that you don't need very much. You don't need a lot. You can get a trial size, but man, that's a huge markup. Instead of a serum though, if you're in the market for a moisturizer with hyaluronic acid, try this one. It's nice. It is got hyaluronic acid and ceramide, helpful for the moisture barrier. It also has niacinamide, which is good for redness and has anti-aging benefits. and that it's an antioxidant. Speaking of anti-aging, L'Oreal Paris has a nice retinol here with niacinamide, but you know, that's $30, okay? So look, you know, you can buy this, and this package is cool or whatever, but don't be misled into thinking this package makes it a superior product in terms of stability. You know, this is something that I think consumers have been misled as far as products being stable in jar packaging. They can be more than fine in jar packaging, and they can also, you know, be crummy in packaging like this. So don't assume that you're getting something better with this type of packaging. And I say that because, you know, CeraVe is a L'Oreal company. And so you could buzz on over to the CeraVe section. This is $30, right? Where's CeraVe? Boom. You get the Skin Renewing Retinol Serum, $19.97. Also has hyaluronic acid, also has ceramides, also has niacinamide. So, yeah, I mean, same parent company. This comes in an airless pump too, you know, so there's really not, in my mind, there's not much of a reason to go for that L'Oreal one, unless you just prefer that type of packaging. You know, I was pointing out the packaging and that don't be misled and that that's more stable, but you may have some mobility issues with your hands that type of packaging helps, you know, is easier for you to use, in which case, sad that there's an upcharge there. But I don't know if it's here. Really need you to pause because I don't think it's here, which is sad because you could see the value in what I want you to see. Ambi has a new retinol serum with niacinamide and ceramide that's $10. So that's going to be your least expensive option with that ingredient profile. Check out the new look Neutrogena gave to one of my all-time favorite facial moisturizers, the Hydro Boost Extra Dry Gel Cream. Speaking of hyaluronic acid, it's another great option for daily moisturizing needs and smoothing out fine lines. Ooh, you can get the little mini pack here, although these all have scent except maybe the eye cream, and the scent is strong on those. It's a lingering scent, which I can't hack. I haven't seen this alcohol-free toner. What's in this? See, toner, this is glycerin, panthenol. Those are hydrating ingredients. This would be something beneficial to use if you're someone who shaves your face and you like think that if you're someone who shaves your face, this type of toner would be beneficial because it's hydrating, soothing. But also, you know, K-Beauty, Korean skincare, they have tons of really great hydrating toners as well. You might want to check out. I have reviews on my channel of many hydrating Korean toners. And I'm always trying new ones out. So, but yeah, it looks like Neutrogena came out with a glycerin-based hydrating toner. That would be nice to apply after shaving as like a aftershave. See, a lot of aftershaves. You see many aftershaves, they're just perfume. They don't do much. They can be irritating. You want to be strategic with what you put on after shaving, especially on the face. Facial skin is prone to shave burn, razor burn, ingrown hairs depending on the type of hair that you have. So apply something hydrating afterwards, and apply a facial moisturizer after you shave to really cut down on that shave irritation. You see, Versed or Versed, they have a gentle retinol serum. Now this is $21.97. So this has bakuchiol in it, an antioxidant that may help with stabilizing the retinol. This also has shea butter. That's very nice for reducing water loss from the skin, help combat the dryness and irritation that you might develop with a retinol. And this also has one of my favorite emollients, sea buckthorn oil, or Hippophae raminoides, packed with antioxidants. You know, I've said this in a lot of videos before, but if you're new here, I'll remind you that when it comes to like a retinol, it's very difficult to compare different brands in terms of predicting like how good the retinol is going to be, because we don't get head-to-head comparator studies between different retinols. What's this? All-in-one hydrating milk with coconut, water and bamboo extract. This might be another type of product that you might consider as an aftershave. Looks like it has some hydrating ingredients with the algae extract in there. Algae rivals hyaluronic acid in terms of water binding ability. Of course, it'll boil down to how the product is formulated overall. Versed has a backup plan acne control body mist. I'm a huge fan of salicylic acid sprays for hard to reach areas for breakouts. This also has dipotassium glycyrrhizate that comes from licorice root, really helpful for calming down inflammation and redness. Now, the tea tree leaf extract may be anti-inflammatory, but some people end up developing an allergy to it, so just be aware of that. Witch hazel is an astringent. Some people find it irritating though. Have you guys seen this from Bliss, the Mighty Biome Pre-Postbiotics Barrier Aid? It says it's a deep cleansing balm. $14.97. Let me know if you've tried this. The ingredients seem promising. Beta-glucans and lactococcus ferment, very hydrating ingredients. Now, their efficacy in a product like this will boil down to how it's formulated overall, but yeah, this looks interesting. Castor seed oil, some people are allergic to that, so be aware if you find that you're developing facial irritation with something like this. That might be a potential culprit. Friendly reminder not to put Q-tips in your ears. Coming back to makeup that bills itself as skincare, this is a product that I have used myself, a tube in its entirety, and I can attest it is a nice product for concealing. It does have a tendency, however, to settle in your eyelid crease a bit and not spread out particularly well. But overall, it's really good because it's got hyaluronic acid, which helps to smooth out the crow's feet area a bit, especially if you have fine, dry wrinkles under the eyes. This is helpful. It just mostly, for me, settles in that upper eyelid crease, but you don't need a whole lot. And I think that was one of my issues, is I was using too much in the beginning. And then when I just went down to like a rice grain size amount, then that stopped happening. But my problem with this is that it doesn't have sunscreen in it. You really want to be putting sunscreen around your eyes. So what I ended up doing with this is I would put a water-resistant mineral sunscreen around my eyes, because a lot of sunscreens burn and sting around the eyes. Mineral is the way to go. If that's the case, tends to not do that. And water resistant because it'll stay in place better and not seep into your eyes. So I was doing that, letting the sunscreen absorb fully and dry down completely, and then patting some of this on over it. Now, yes, you do risk when you put makeup on over sunscreen, there's always the risk that it's taking some of the sunscreen off. But if you let it dry down and everything, that should, you apply a good layer, shouldn't be an issue. Then I would come on over with just a tiny amount of this. It really brightened up the under eye area quite a bit. Now, my favorite product for doing this is the Color Science 3-in-1 Total Eye Renewal. It's a tinted mineral sunscreen for around the eyes. And man, that product really packs a punch for concealing, brightening, and protecting. And then the iron oxides in either this or the tinted sunscreen I was just talking about, that's going to help protect from visible light that can lead to more stubborn and persistent hyperpigmentation in people who have deeper skin tones especially. I despise plumping lip gloss. Usually it has some kind of little mild irritant in it, which causes swelling from inflammation, and that's what makes your lips plump up. I cannot tolerate them at all, and they can leave your lips very irritated if you're overusing them. I say overusing them, but I honestly don't have a frequency to recommend using them. I just try and avoid them. That being said, I have one that I honestly really love the way it looks, and I wish the company would get rid of the plumping ingredient because it's irritating to have that in there. Rant aside, has anyone tried these L'Oreal Paris lip glosses? Because while we were on the topic of cosmetics that dual as skincare, Neutrogena has these hydrating lip shines. They don't have them here today, but they are really good. They don't have any fragrance. They have a wide array. They have quite the variety of shades. They're really pretty colors. Have hyaluronic acid to hydrate the lips, but nothing irritating. I really like them, and I'm wondering how these L'Oreal ones compare. Now, I see that Milani has liquid highlighter, conceal, and perfect, and they have this little eyeball icon here. Oh, this one's facial. This must be for contouring the face, highlighting. I don't mess with that. But this, I'm wondering how it compares to the L'Oreal one I was just sharing with you guys, because I've been really happy with Milani Cosmetics. Well, at least their mascara. I haven't really tried anything else. Alright guys, Walmart had a lot of great makeup that could do with skincare and some new skincare finds. I hope you guys enjoyed this Walmart video. Now on the end slate, I'm going to put my prior Walmart shop with me video. I think I went there back in January, so you can check out more skincare that you can find at Walmart for an affordable price. But if you guys like this one, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!